Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm the GSkill BD, and for today what I have here is Star Wars Battlefront 2 Beta, the open beta. So Star Wars Battlefront 2 Beta was developed by DICE and it is using Frostbite 3. So let me show you the settings that I'm currently playing this game. So I decided to play this game with this list of graphic cards on the Phenom II using the median settings, the median preset, which is good enough, and using 1080p. So what can we expect from the frame rates with this machine? So this is a little bit complicated to benchmark, because while you are playing in game you get a frame rate, but if you die, okay, you get to a character selection, and that character selection is a little bit more demanding. So what happens is these results are a little bit wrong because of that, because that character selection menu is a little bit more demanding, and I wasn't able to pinpoint all those moments in the graphic and remove them, okay, in order to make this benchmark a little bit more legit. But what I can say is that, and you can see on the recording, so for the first time I'm just going to say to you, look to the frame rate on MS Afterburner, because that one will pretty much be more realistic than the results that I really provide without recording, because like I said, the results that I provide without recording includes those menus where you select the characters and it runs like shit on those moments. But while in game, as you can see on the median settings, the game pretty much runs above the 60 frames per second. There are some places where it runs a little bit below the 60, but nothing too serious. And without recording it's even better. So 60 frames per second median settings, it's completely perfect. Although if you decide to go with the high settings, it's not that bad too. You can expect a frame rate between the 45 and the 60 frames per second. There is not too much of a difference. The ultra settings is perfect for all the people that wants to target a 30 frames per second experience. Okay, but it is completely possible for you to play at 30 frames per second. I mean, it's not that I want to say. It's completely possible for you to play with ultra settings. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. And if you go with the low settings, you get insane frame rates, like for example frame rates above the 80 frames per second, where the CPU starts to bottleneck a little bit the performance of the graphic card. But yet low frame rate really provides a very good frame rate, and I was kind of shocked with that, because I wasn't really expecting that much. Okay, but the low settings are and it is a little bit ugly. So, and I think median settings is really good looking, and it's kind of a mixed bag between the balance of the graphics and the performance. So median settings is what I do recommend for this system. Okay, so one of the things that I want to point out is that you might need to have at least 6 GB of RAM to play this game, but I'm pretty sure you already knew that. Comparing to Battlefield 1, this game is less CPU demanding, because Battlefield 1 there is a lot of destructing environment stuff. Okay, and also you have servers with 64 players. In this game what you get, it's pretty much a 40 players battles, so it's not as demanding to the CPU as it is for Battlefield 1, and actually there isn't too much of destructibility on the environments. The most demanding moments, aside from the character selection, it was, for example, when you drive a plane, well, in this case a ship, a starship or whatever, a spaceship, inside the planet. Those moments, I think it were pretty much the most demanding moments, but still it runs impressively smooth, no stutters, nothing related to that. It's a perfect smooth experience. The only thing that I also noticed, and this already happened to me in other Frostbite games, is the first time you started the game starts really lagging. I think it's related to shader cache. So the first time you play, the game starts to render the shaders and starts to cache it. So the performance is really bad on your first match, but after a while the CPU usage drops and the performance starts to be as expectable. So don't panic if for the first time you play the game the performance is a little bit weird. Okay, just play an entire match, exit the game and re-enter, and we will see that the things will be good. Okay, so guys, that's all that I want to talk about Star Wars Battlefront 2. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video. I had tweeted some stuff, so again, hope you enjoy it, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Grenade armed. Rearming for close attack. Grenade out.
MTT has reached waypoint 2.
Hunter programs
Further
loaded.
attacks must be intercepted.
Grenade prime. Republic ally arriving. Big trouble.
Control systems.
Command out. Deploying grenade. Overriding these stations. Rapid fire. Direct assault deployed. West door controls locked. Running override.
Increase efforts. Limited time remaining.
Enemy There. Grenade prime. Activating strategic control. Road.